Alright guys, and now we're back with Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. In this video, we're going to be playing a 1v1 showdown using my tabletop namesake, the Death Guard Traitor Legion. So the Death Guard are a sub-faction of the Chaos faction, and they actually have access to a couple unique abilities. So as far as Chaos goes, you do have some of the Undivided factions like the Black Legion, Red Corsairs, and the Alpha Legion. But if you play the Death Guard, the Emperor's Children, Thousand Sons, or the World Eaters, all of who are aligned with a specific Chaos God, you actually get some unique abilities, which are very cool apparently, but I haven't unlocked them yet. I've seen them on the forums and looked at what they do, and I believe the Nurgle one does like an AoE damage to nearby ships. It kind of like spreads plague and disease and things like that. Of course, very Nurgle-esque. But yeah, we're going to be playing the Death Guard Traitor Legion, so it's definitely going to be quite a bit of fun, and we're going to be going into a ranked 1v1 match. So as far as the abilities, the Death Guard and Chaos in general, now you can go very aggressive and like front heavy and try and board and, you know, ram ships and things like that. And actually, if you're really into that playstyle, once you do level up your Chaos and you're able to get the World Eaters and get the higher end trait, I'm pretty sure that they get a Corn trait that really makes them like a heavy boarding faction. It gives them like a demonic incursion or something where they can board ships with demons and, you know, berserkers, and it's very, very powerful. But the Death Guard are going to be a little bit more shooty as of now. We don't have their unique ability unlocked, which may be good for like a swarming style of play. From what I've read, I'm pretty sure the Death Guard ability does like AoE damage to nearby ships, so maybe you just go like with a ton of like little plague ships, right? Just swarm, and who knows, it could be cool. But we're going to be playing very shooty right now, which is typically how you want to play Chaos. Chaos, you can see here in the Chaos description, they favor swiftness and long-range engagements. Now, they do have some really heavy ships, but they're not quite as good at boarding as like Space Marines. And somebody actually had a really interesting comment last time, and they said that perhaps the Chaos Legions aren't as good at boarding as Space Marines simply because they don't have as many Astartes. They don't have as many Space Marines. Perhaps they're using cultists and other sorts of creatures of the Abyss to man their ships. And they have like a couple of elite Space Marines amongst them. So, but regardless, I don't know. I feel like in most of the books, I'm reading the Lords of Silence right now, which is about Death Guard, and it seems like, yeah, they would be, yeah, pretty solid at boarding. But anyways, guys, we're going to be playing the Death Guard, and as far as abilities, we're going to be going with the Stasis Bomb plus the Plasma Bomb. The Stasis Bomb basically just locks them in place, which is really good for a shooty faction. You want to pin them and just get those free shots, and then you can drop Plasma Bomb on top of them if you catch them, and it guarantees free damage. On top of that, we're going to be going with the Power of the Damned, which increases our range, and Demonic Sight, which also allows us to be more accurate at a range. There's a couple other cool abilities, like this one makes it so when a ship is destroyed, like demons go infest in nearby ships, which is quite cool and kills their troops. And we have identification range and navigational shields, which allows us to hide in meteor fields, which is actually quite good against like orcs. If they want to like board you, they have to fly through meteor fields, which is really strong, and or ram you for that matter. And warp power is going to give us, let's see what this one. This is a new one. I think I just unlocked this. When the ship's shield is fully replenished, all enemy vessels within a 2250 radius suffer 50 morale loss. I'd have to take a look at the metrics to see if that's worth it. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at our fleet. We're going to be using the Nurgle boys, and yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at them real quick. So as far as the fleet, very macro heavy. The Repulsives, I think, are one of the best Chaos ships. They're just very cost effective at what they do. They're just a simple gunship. No, you know, they don't have torpedoes or like a hangar to launch fighter ships, but what they do is just bomb from deep. They have the, or actually they do have torpedoes. I got that wrong, so I was thinking of something else. But double barrel light lance turret. So this has a pretty substantial range here. I'm clicked on this one, right? Yeah, okay, I got the right one. So this has 9,000 range. It's a frontal arc, so this is when you're like charging or trying to get close. But the really big thing about the Repulsives is the mega heavy macro battery weapon. So these shoot from the side, and these things hit like absolute trucks. You can see they do 7 damage compared to the 4 of the lance turret. And these things have insane range, and man, they just hit like absolute trucks. So basically, you're just going to be circling your opponent using the repulsive ships. I have 2 idolators who are going to be holding objectives. Nothing really special about them. They're very simple. They just have little, like, dinky weapons on the side, which do almost like, yeah, it's pretty pitiful stuff. And then we have a Hellbringer. So the Hellbringer is going to be our defensive ship. This bad boy does have some fighters and, you know, boarding capabilities. They all can board, but basically I'm going to be using the fighters on the ship to kind of defend my other ships. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm still very new to Chaos. They seem like a little bit tricky compared to like Space Marines and Necrons. Necrons, I guess, are I guess one of the weaker factions from what I've read, but you know, their playstyle is pretty, you know, straightforward. But with Chaos, it seems like you have so many options of ships. It's like you can play close range with like murder ships, and I mean the Despoiler, you can go with like mass fleets of fighters and things like that. There's a bunch of different ways to play. I feel like just having this thundering Death Guard line of these Repulsives, and the Repulsive fits, right? It's very Nurgly, so we're going to save that, and well, not that we need to, the fleet is already saved. We're going to go with the Nurgle boys. So let's get this show on the road, and yeah, guys, hope you enjoy. We're going to launch, find an opponent pretty quick here. I haven't had to wait for more than like 15 or 20 seconds, I think, since he launched the game, but we'll see if we set a record here, perhaps, looking for a match. Maybe I'm so high ranked now that it's going to take a while, but no, I've just been getting started. My Chaos is level 3, so you can see here the different unlocked tiers: 5, 7, 9, 10, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 10. It looks like at 10 we get a couple. I have a feeling one of those is going to be the extra Nurgle ability, which would be quite cool. So we found an opponent. It's go time, and let's see if the forces of Grandfather Nurgle are able to spread and despoil and have all that fun Nurgle stuff going on. I don't know why this happens. You get like a weird artifact whenever you load in there, but perhaps some sort of a bug or something. But yeah, I definitely like, I like the Chaos faction quite a bit, especially in 2v2. So we are playing the Tau, which is interesting because the Tau, Mr. Magic Pants over there, they're actually really good at a range. So they're a little better at range than us, but most of the Tau ships I think are like front firing. So if you can like circle behind them and outmaneuver them and just kind of pressure them, I don't think we can afford to sit back. I think we have to literally go broadside these guys, like straight up Pirates of the Caribbean. Look how cool those Nurgle ships look. Those things are so badass. Like, oh man, some of the god-specific ships, especially the Thousand Suns, they have like these like pyramid cities on top of their ships. It's so cool. All right, so we got our fleet. We got 4 heavy ships here. These guys are going to be doing some heavy lifting and just getting in there and hopefully doing some work. So we're going to control group them and kind of run them as one unique unit. We'll put our other little defender ship. So if he sends any fighters, this guy's just going to intercept them. 3 and 4. So just like in Total War, you can hit control groups and put them and move them in that way. It's very efficient. So we got one here. So we want our little wiener ships to be running on silent here. And we want to be on lock-on. So lock-on stance gives... oh, he's saying, hey man. Air6 said he wants a 2v2. All right, yeah, let's do it. That's funny. Airsick Hydra is a really awesome YouTuber. He plays Total War occasionally. I think I played him once or twice. But he's much better at me than this game. He actually plays this, and he's really good. If you guys want to like learn Gothic, go check him out. I'll actually link to his channel below if I can remember. So anyways, lock-on stance gives range, accuracy, and critical. So like for just long-distance bombing, which you want to do initially, it's very powerful. Reload essentially just lets you... better make sure to deploy in the correct spot with our little dude here. Yeah, it should be fine. And the reload stance is better for like close quarters combat. It just weapons and maneuver skills reload faster, standard rate of fire, and it also helps with your combustion gauge. Oh, that's kind of neat. Didn't notice that. Okay, so we got that going. We got this ship here, who's going to be like kind of the escort ship. So we're going to secure this, and then we're going to fight over this frontal objective. But honestly, I think we just have to go pound the Tau and just like get up in their face, which is kind of weird because I'm built so heavily for ranged play. So yeah, not sure how that's going to go, but we're gonna give it a whirl. So. If this guy watches Mr. Hydra, he's probably much better than I at this game. All right, so here we go. We're going to push up here. We got our Death Guard Legion ready to party. And you can see here we do have some torpedoes. We could fire them downtown, but right now we're not identified, right? So he can't see us. So it looks like he has... Ooh, yeah, okay. So he was running silent, but what he did is he actually used his thrusters, which reveals him. So whenever you use your thrusters, it immediately shows you to your opponent, or if you're on top of an objective. So, like, for example, right now, if I used my maneuver ahead, full speed ahead, or whatever it's called, it would reveal me to my opponents. So I could send some fighters over there. He's sitting on the objective. I definitely need to get this guy capturing this, and identifying people can be a little bit tricky. So I might send this ship up first. Yeah, okay, there's one right there. So this is just a tiny little ship. His main fleet is sitting over here, and it looks like he's launching something over here. I'm not sure what that is. So let's go ahead and square up here and just get ready to party. We're gonna have to go like full-on melee, just chasing aggressively. It's gonna have to get pretty wild. So we don't need a second one on this. I think this guy can just capture this objective, and our little friend over here can capture this one. And yeah, we got our big, just repulsive ships going in here. So we're stealth in the clouds, you can see. It's pretty cool. So if you wanted to like lay an ambush or something. And those could be torpedoes. They could be. So let's actually launch some torpedoes like downtown here. I think we're gonna like launch a couple in that general direction, see if we can get any damage. All right, so let's go ahead and launch you here, get you going, and then we can get you shooting down there, and you can go ahead and shoot down there as well. So we're going to shoot some torpedoes downtown, see if we can get some damage going, and it looks like he might be trying to get us here. Here, let's see if we can dodge his shots, and this guy's going to go full speed ahead right now. So we're going to go ahead and try and catch this little ship right here, see if we can get him out of position. And those are fighter ships. Okay, great. So, okay, so we're actually going to do... Yeah, let's get our fighter jets here, see if we can snake the objective and ram them. So we're going to brace for impact. We do get that, which is good, and now we can do a little something something. Anyways, he does have some fighter ships coming here, which is going to be a little bit tough. We're going to start moving towards the main Tau fleet, and this guy we should be able to get a boarding action on, so let's go ahead and turn. Yeah, we're getting some really good macro fire. Our big ships are actually shooting him as well, so. And boarding action here should kind of cripple this ship, or at least do some damage to it. Yeah, it's definitely in the danger zone. So we're going to go ahead and do a high-speed turn here and see if we can chase him a little bit. And just kind of keep moving downtown, see if we can do it to it. So let's turn this off. Kind of make sure we can get that good arc of fire on him. And our little ships in the back, have they captured the objective? They have. So let's go ahead over here and see if we can kind of scout this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and full speed ahead, and we're going to go here. Yeah, we're taking some fire though, for sure, but we did take out one of his small ships right away, which is really good. So now we can pull up our ship in the back and take this. And yeah, that guy's mutinied. He's definitely not having fun. So we're going to move up with our close quarters combat ship. And let's go ahead and start doing a bit of a side strafe here and see if we can get that real heavy macro fire. This guy's gonna kind of be a bit of a sacrifice, but we're gonna scan and we're gonna do a hard turn here. And yeah, so his combustion's out now, but we're just gonna run with him. So he identified, which is great. And let's go ahead and send fighter squadrons here, see if we can get some action going. And we're still in brace for impact here, so maybe we just ram these guys, to be honest. And this guy's gonna do a high maneuver turn and pull back because he's just getting punished. And yeah, let's go full speed ahead. Did we get it? No, we don't quite get that. Okay, that's too bad. Okay, so we're just gonna turn that off for now. And our two big ships, let's go ahead and go here. And we're gonna get ready for a boarding strike here. So boarding is good. We got the boarding off, and we'll lightning strike with the other one, I think. It's hard to say. Okay, so these guys are shooting. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. This guy needs to fall back and do emergency repairs, and he can just park right here and provide some overwatch fire. So we do need to do emergency repairs there. This is not going too good in that respect. We do get another boarding strike here, which is good. And at the very least, we're getting broadside fire. So let's go to our flagship here. And do we have the boarding stasis bomb? Yeah, we can get the plasma bombs right here. So let's see if we can catch them out of position here. So we're just going to kind of circle these guys. Focus with the big ships. Focus here. Let's actually have you go up here and see if we can get a little something going. Fighters are ready in this respect. And yeah, we're just going to kind of go and see if we can brace for impact and get some damage on these tiles. Let's fire some torpedoes and also do a lightning strike in the back. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So yeah, we got our broadside fighting over here, which is pretty heated for sure, but we're trying our best here. And a little out of range for boarding actions, but nonetheless, we do get into the cookie jar back here pretty good. We have a fire on board, so let's go ahead and do a boarding action on this guy, who's a little bit healthier. So I think we can focus down this ship, and we can do a boarding action or lightning strike here. Great. So we have to do some repairs. That guy's a little bit beat up. Our ships are taking a lot of damage here, but we're also giving it back to our opponent. And I think we were able to get that. Let's get the plasma bomb just did not go off or something. So we're gonna wait to catch them in that. Our little ships are fighting here. We're snaking the objectives to an extent, and we're doing some nice circling on the Tau. So let's just put you in kind of a stand mode and just keep circling here. Unfortunately, we used all our combustion a little bit sloppy. Yeah, we're getting some heavy fire from those ships. All right, so we stasis bombed them here, which is great. Now we can go ahead and drop the plasma bomb, and we got a mutinied, which is good. And we're getting that good juicy circling. I don't think we're having any issues with leadership per se. So let's go ahead and just do a scan for fun. And that plasma bomb is going to be destruction. Oh yeah, we got that. Now we focus down the other one. So we got a fire on board here, which is a little bit unfortunate. So we're about to get our combustion engines back online. So temporary damage, yeah, unfortunately. So we're going to just ram into these guys and see if we can do some work. Because, like, the Chaos ships are going to be a little bit meatier in melee. So we're going to go ahead and get the bombers to go finish off him. We'll do a high-speed turn, see if we can go, and we're gonna blow there. So we did lose one of our big ships, which is unfortunate. But nonetheless, we're doing a good job polishing off these two right here. One of them is, like, fully mutinied. And let's go ahead and do a lightning strike and do... I don't know if we have much in that respect. All right, so this guy is... Oh, man, we need to actually turn here and go ahead and accelerate. I was hoping to just kind of sit and shoot, but it didn't go as planned per se. All right, so we got one of his big ships down, which is going to help us quite a bit in points. He is a little bit ahead in objectives. I was kind of hiding this guy over here, but I think we just need to... Let's go ahead and put him in running on silent, and I probably should switch these guys to reload. Although, yeah, it looks like they're a little bit damaged anyway, so I can't do that. Emergency repairs, though, will be good. And we should get access to some of our facilities with emergency repairs. Boarding action here, and let's go ahead and... We have the plasma bomb and the stasis bomb, but the mutiny here is going to be tough. I don't know if there's much we can do about that. The Tau do have a really good shooting position right here. So if we can isolate and finish off this other ship with our macro weaponry, I think we might be okay. This guy's mutinied. So he has a couple small ships going off the battlefield. I don't think it's going to be an objectives game. So let's go ahead and hide this guy back here for now. Yeah, his ships are beat up too. I think if we can finish off this guy right here, we're going to be okay. Oh, he's ramming us. Okay, that didn't go so bad. This guy's so close to going down. As far as boarding actions go, we're getting those big juicy macro batteries going for sure. And yeah, if I can like catch these guys in like some sort of a bomb. So we're gonna kind of speed away there, see if we can. Unfortunately, I can't brace for impact here. But yeah, let's just keep broadsiding this guy, see if we can kind of finish him off. Oh, they're almost in range. Okay, so we got the stasis bomb there, and we can place the plasma bomb there. Let's just do it. I don't think we have time. So yeah, we're gonna kind of speed here, see if we can kind of get past him up here, and let's get you going as well. Okay, that's gonna be really nice. Okay, we got him with the plasma bombs. That's really good. And then boarding action here to try and finish this guy off. Let's go snake the objective here. Snake the objective here. Okay, so we got a mutiny on one of the ships, which is really good. So let's go ahead and turn and fire some torpedoes if we can. And let's turn it off so the combustion engines don't get killed. And torpedoes off. Alright, this could be good. This ship's almost mutinied. We need to like get some value here. So emergency repairs. And let's go ahead and turn about face if we can. And see if we can get at least one more volley of torpedoes off. Oh yeah, we got one of them with the torpedoes. Damn, we had a mutiny on that ship at the last second. That is so close. Alright, so I don't know what tricks we really have here. I think we have to do a boarding action. I think we got to pull in everyone right now. So let's go here, and I think we got to get a boarding action on you. Oh, we screwed it up. And boarding action, good. That might finish off that ship, actually. Emergency repairs. They're very, very low right now. Okay, so this guy's... Yeah, I think we need to try and get that objective. God, it's so close. What a great game. This is a great game right here. I definitely love playing Death Guard. It's quite a bit of fun. I mean, not that it matters that I'm Death Guard per se, but we did snake that objective. So let's see if we can kind of pull some... I think we just have to bring all our little ships up. Go into reload stance. We have to go into reload stance. I don't think the objectives are going to matter as much. So we're just trying to like circle them. Because the Tau ships, I don't know if they'll be able to turn fast enough. Oh no, we had a mutiny. I don't know if there's anything we can do to salvage that. Other than maybe go grab this objective here. And I think we got to try and sneak back. That mutiny is pretty backbreaking. The fact that he was able to stabilize his ship was really, really solid. Okay, so he's probably going to... I wish I could scuttle it right now, but the mutiny definitely seems to happen a little bit with the Chaos Fleets. Makes sense, right? Okay, so you are going to do... Yeah, you got to get out of here, little buddy. Oh, high-speed turn. Go, accelerate. I love that like mechanic of doing the high-speed turn and then just like accelerating as you do it. Like, kick it in overdrive, baby. All right, so we're going to go here and see if we can capture that. I mean, we have 2-to-1 objectives right now. There's a chance, but his ships are so long range. It's too bad our repulsive mutinied over here. There is a fire on board. There's all kinds of drama. So, yeah, the Chaos boys are not happy about that. But man, what a good fight! This was super fun. I'm trying to think what I would do differently. It's kind of... We don't have a replay system yet, so I can't go back and watch it. Yeah, we're gonna try and grab this. Let me say GG. GG, man. Insane game. Yeah, so I think our approach of like getting close to the Tau and like ramming them was pretty effective. You too. But yeah, ultimately, I think there was like... If we had been able to kill this ship, which I think we almost had, I think we would have been able to take the game. Because then our repulsive, which is still was healthy, right, for a while, I think would have kept fighting. Because this guy was laying some hurt onto those guys. So let's go ahead and execute the captives here. Not captives, execute the traitors. Ironic, really. I mean, I could try and like run silent and grab this. We'll test the waters a little bit. When he kills the ship, I'm pretty sure he gets like a lot of points. So we have 2 objectives right now. He has 1, I think. No, he actually has none. So he's just capping here. So let's get over here and see if we can grab this a little bit. Just kind of want to test the waters. And let's see the range on these ships. So these guys are pretty healthy. But yeah, it's a shame we couldn't kill this guy. Look at the... He has no, like, barely any crew left and barely any HP. My opponent did a really good job keeping that guy alive. So let's go ahead and get destroyed by the Tau fighters. Well played to my opponent. God damn, that was a great game. So yeah, I really like that Chaos build though. The one thing I might change is just go with, I don't know, maybe cut 1 repulsive and just go with a couple like lighter fighter ships to try and like get on top of the Tau and circle them. Because I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it just really came down to not being able to finish off that ship. So let's take a look here. So yeah, we have the repulsives. And well played to my opponent. Magic Pants. What would I cut? The Hellbringer was okay. It got in there and did some work. It was really causing quite a bit of disruption in the back line. We could cut it and get a lot more firepower in terms of the escorts. But I really think having like a macro heavy, like those repulsives hit like trucks with their huge cannons. Those guys do a sweet, sweet job. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the big flagships. I find that they get taken out really like heavily with focus fire, but damn, can they shoot. Like if you get a big Desolator, this guy has just some serious lance weaponry, and they have great range across the board, 18,000 apiece, which if you have those upgrades for the Death Guard, well, for Chaos in general, it doesn't really matter, like I said. It seems to be pretty strong, but I got to explore some of these other ships, and maybe just a little bit more fighter-heavy play, but I found that just going like very focused in one thing tends to be pretty effective. So yeah, well played to my opponent. The Tau Protector fleet, led by the glorious Magic Pants, and yeah, he had a cool fleet, this stolen Tau build. Yeah, it was fun. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. Bit of a mouthful 1v1 game. I'm going to be trying to put up a couple of these a week because I really enjoy this game quite a bit, and it's you know, I love RTS games, and it does have that kind of RTS element to it, and just like the impact and the space fights and just the high speed maneuvers, all that stuff is very fun. So guys, thanks again for watching. We will see you guys next time. Take care.